Boxing. It is Golovkin and Alvarez, September the 15th, T-Mobile Arena, HBO pay-per-view. Before we talk Golovkin, would you consider this a epic fight? You know, we've seen a lot of them. We've talked about a lot of them. Obviously, they had that very controversial decision last time out. They were supposed to fight Cinco de Mayo. Then Alvarez testing positive for a performance-enhancing drug. He said it was tainted meat. Bottom line is they are now going to get it on again. But is this one that definitely should be on the calendar for fight fans, you think?
Yeah, I think it's a compelling fight. Two very, very, very good fighters. One probably toward the tail end of his career. The other guy, Canelo, is still ascendant in his career. But, you know, I've been watching boxing since 1951. I think this is this year's big fight of the century.
How many times have we heard that? All right, but you have to admit, Muhammad Ali Joe Frazier was the fight of the century. Come on.
There were some great fights.
It was a great
They
fight.
were a great fight.
All right, Golovkin, the reigning WBC, WBA middleweight champ. He told the media that he doesn't like or respect his opponent. Yeah, go figure. As for Alvarez, he hasn't had much nice to say about Golovkin either. Okay, we talked about the pressure, the footwork, the combinations of Alvarez moving forward, having success against upright fighter. That is Golovkin. Traditional stance as far as what you really respect, you know, using the left, using that right, his power punch to hopefully finish Alvarez. How do you see him taking on Alvarez? Using this to keep him at bay and hopefully this to finish him.
Well, that's what he does. He brings pressure. From the opening bell until the final bell, he'll bring pressure. A terrific jab, a very stiff left jab. He'll be throwing that from the get-go. And he's a pretty good body puncher as well. So I think you're going to see the full complement of combinations. I think he'll be bringing the pressure the entire time. And keep in mind, he fights 3 minutes of every round, whereas Canelo's been known to take a little time out during some of the rounds. So I think Canelo's going to have to be prepared for 3 minutes of pressure from Golovkin the entire time, for as long as it lasts.
All right, you got to look at this fight, but for fight fans, you're always looking ahead. What's out there? I mean, take these two fighters. I think Golovkin, he wins this. I think he kind of rides off into the sunset. That's my opinion. But Alvarez, there's so much upside, and he is beloved in Mexico, and I can see why. He's one of my favorites, and I love Mexican fighters. Where's he go after this? What's out there?
Alvarez, if he loses, well, I mean, he can always go back down to 154 to fight that in that division and clean that division out. That's probably a more natural weight for him anyway. And look, he will have had 2 losses if he loses on Friday the 15th. So it's not such a big deal, 2 losses. And to say that, I mean, he's losing to a world-class fighter if he loses.
Well, to give you an idea, nobody loses. Golovkin, 45% of the payout, about $30 million. They say Alvarez is going to make a whole lot more than that, about 60% of the payout. So
yeah,
they're going to be okay.
Yeah, they might even be, if you would think that they may be doing a little bit of business, maybe Alvarez wins this fight, sets up for a third fight, another $40–50 million. Why not?
All right, I have one more surprise for you. Don't touch that dial. Bernie and I back at Pizza Joe's. Great pizza, great food. Lots of folks love this place and have, hard to believe, for 25 years right here in one of the great little towns in western Pennsylvania, the place he calls home. And I must admit, I wouldn't mind spending a little bit more time here too, because it's just that special. Beaver, Pennsylvania. Stay with us.